Hi, it's Candy with the Art of Planning. Welcome. It's so good to have you, and we're going to go through this week in my Erin Condren planner. I did this last night and I did it pretty quickly. It's exciting to be able to get to the point where I feel like I can do that quickly. I used stickers this week from Eddie and Ellie. I did a haul on these stickers last week, I think, and oh my goodness, I love them. It was so much fun. This is the first time I have ever used stickers from Eddie and Ellie, and I just enjoyed it so much. So I will be ordering from their shop again. This is the week of May the 31st through June the 5th. Can you even believe that? That is just absolutely crazy. So sometimes I kind of separate those on the page whenever I do that. I treat the end of one month differently than the first of another, but I decided this week to just treat it all the same. It was easier to do that. I didn't have any great big movement in my plans from the end of one month to the beginning of the next, so it was just easier to do it that way. I did pick out the stickers that I was going to use first, and then there were plenty there, but I went back to using a little bit of washi this time, so I went over and picked washi that did coordinate with my stickers. Well, I'll get that one for you so you can see. Here's one I used. It was kind of a solid pinky red and then had some lace circles in the middle. Here is kind of a mint green that I picked. Here's a solid pink that I selected. And then here is a lace, kind of a scalloped, and that's got some red in it also. This is one that I showed you in a haul last week, and that's one that came from a Peachy Cheap deal. So this is one that I used a little bit of, and I also used a little bit of the other red. I did not end up using those two, but I'm not much of a red person, but it sure was fun to be able to pull that out of these stickers, and I did do that on these. Okay, so let me tell you too, in this week, in last week, and moving forward for a while, my planning is going to be a little different, especially in my Erin Condren. I'm probably going to be doing more of a reactive planning, which is not planning at all actually, than a proactive planning. My mom's in the hospital still. We're working on the third week, and my dad is at home, but he is not real well, and we're having to help him with a lot of things also. So I'm just not being able to be real proactive. I have to do what has to be done, and that always doesn't have a lot of notice given with it. So I'm doing the layout to be doing the layout because it gives me some time to have fun and be creative, but not that I necessarily know where my time is going to go. You know, you just have times like that. I'm sorry. Don't you find like that? On my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about being proactive with your planning, about being powerful with your planning, about knowing what you're going to do with your planning. And I wish it could always be like that. It can't always be like that. Sometimes we have to move day by day. Sometimes we have to move hour by hour, to be honest with you. And this is one of those times. But we can move from hour to hour in a cute way. Don't you agree? So I'm going to move hour by hour this week in a cute, pretty Eddie and Ellie way. So I'm not going to really show you that I've got any lists down. We've got some ball games for my grandson. Those are always fun. I do know some things that I'm going to be doing. I will fill those out. I don't always know trips that I will be taking. I need to do some traveling to go see my mom. We will be doing some things with my dad. You know, we don't always have a lot of notice on the things. So with that being said, there were some lovely full-size boxes in this set, a whole page of them, and I used them over here. The thing I liked about these full-size boxes is they can be written on also. I just thought the layout was so nice. They will take a fine point pen or a fine felt tipped marker. So that can be done over here. That can be done on any one of these. So there were a lot of full page stickers that can be used. Also in a couple of these full box stickers, I went in and I put a little tag on that. So that lets me put a to-do sticker right over here. So I have planned to do that. Also, there were a lot of the flag sidebars that have the hearts on them. So I have told you before, my most productive time is in the morning. So I put those in the morning time where I can line item things that need to be done. And again, that being said, I can do that in these full boxes just very easily. I used the top 3, which I made mention of when I did the haul on this whole page of top 3s here. They don't always have to go at the top. They can go any place. Like on Monday, which is Memorial Day, I can put a top 3. That doesn't necessarily have to be for today. That can be as I think of what tomorrow needs to be done. I can put a top 3 right there and move forward. This just lets me write in anything right here. I like some white space to my page. I learned that when I was in advertising years and years and years ago. White space can be as powerful, if not more so, than space that you have color in, or that you have typeface in, or that you have anything else in. White space is powerful. So white space is important to me. I got to have something decluttered. I can't have stuff everywhere. So it also, the Eddie and Allie set also had, on one of the pages, it had to-do headers. It had today headers, which I used at the top of all of the pages. The to-do I used in the middle across here. And then the little things, which I used up, were in the mint green, and I put those at the bottom, including on the Saturday and Sunday. On the Sunday, I'm kind of preparing for the next week, so I put that down there. That was really nice. It also had the quarter boxes. Where did I use the quarter box? I used one over there. I used quarter boxes in several places. And then I used the half boxes in several places. There's a quarter box and a quarter box there. Half boxes here, half boxes here. I really liked the different sizes that I got in the boxes also. So those were a fun thing to use. It just had a wonderful amount of different things. I used a bill tracker down here, and I think this was just for one bill, but this is where I'll sit down and do several bills, make several payments here. These are the little fat flags. I do not think that's what anybody calls them except for me, but I love those flags turned on the side. Of course, they can be used on the side or they can be up and down. I did try to use today's top 3 in every single day. I love that. I love keeping track of the top 3 or having that as a reminder of what needs to be done in the top 3 that day. On the sidebar, I will use this as something inspirational. This will be just as something important for the week. My little sidebar with my little flag sidebar with the hearts, I'll use that to line items and things. And then the little circles with the asterisks, again, will be something important for the week. The Addie and Allie set had the bottom washi, which I like using. I really do like using that. However, on the other hand, that does lose some space to use at the bottom. Right now, it was the perfect place to put that full washi because I'm not working as diligently and in a focused way like I have been before because there's so much going on in the family. So that bottom washi is perfect right now, and I do love it, and it does add color to the page. I will not always be using it like that in sets though, because this is some real estate down here that is really, really nice to have at times. So that's what I like about it, and that's where I will not be using it sometimes. Okay, this is my little place to put my sticker in my plan group for the next week. So I used this little tassel set here. I used my Don't Forget My Little Planner. They had all of this. This is a total Eddie and Allie layout right here. This, I put my washi. I did use the red washi with the little round circle scallops in it. I also, you can't see it, but I did put this right underneath that. I thought I might be able to get along with putting the weekend between those two. Yeah, it didn't look so wonderful. So I just laid the weekend banner on top of this where it doesn't really show except on the ends. And then I laid another piece of this washi underneath. So it's over and underneath, and I think that I like the way that that turned out. So that is pretty much what I did. I will try to show you on my Instagram how it fills up as the week goes along. That'll be interesting to see, since I don't have any big plans for the week. I do plan to get some work done. It'll just kind of be when, where, and how I get that done. So kind of a strange week, but we have to roll with the punches sometimes, and that's what I'm going to be doing this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you can hit the thumbs up button. I hope you subscribe to us if you haven't already, and I will see you soon, okay? Thanks. Bye.